He was playing a pickup soccer game when he collapsed and went into cardiac arrest. He died at the hospital.
The Northwestern high school basketball player who collapsed during a game last week has passed away.
That high school varsity football player on Long Island who collapsed on the field. The family says he is going to be taken off of life support and his organs will be donated.
A 17-year-old cross-country athlete at Guyer High School. He walked into this bathroom after a workout with his teammates and never walked back out. His coach found him. They don't know how long he was down, but seconds matter during a cardiac event. CPR was performed, but it was too late.
Elijah Jordan Brown Garcia was involved in light football drills last Friday here on the field at Westside Park. He collapsed right near his younger brother. We're still waiting for a report from the medical examiner to find out how this 12-year-old died.
Leo Delgado had collapsed on the court during a basketball tournament at Mass Premier Courts in Foxborough. The Haverhill 17-year-old had had a seizure and then his heart stopped.
15-year-old Kanan Dickman collapsed on the high school track during soccer practice. Kanan survived cardiac arrest, but his heart needs to rest.
He's wearing a life vest. It's attached to him at all times. It alerts him of any issues, shocks him if necessary, and sends out calls for help.
Mother of a player on the team performed life-saving CPR until the ambulance got there. But in the ambulance, Piper lost her pulse again.
19-year-old Liam Mildenstein. He collapsed backward and died about an hour later.
Hello, I wanted to provide an update on my son's condition. He is still on life support. He is very likely to need a heart transplant. The official diagnosis is myocarditis.
Collapsing during afternoon practice, Ebony had suffered the dreaded Widowmaker heart attack, and less than 2 weeks later, she underwent a heart transplant.
The teen was playing basketball when he went into cardiac arrest.
Basketball player collapses. Student athlete collapsed.
Collapsed.
Bronny James suffered cardiac arrest while at a practice.
Oscar Cabrera died this week after an apparent heart attack. Cabrera is believed to have suffered from myocarditis. Social media posts surfaced in which Cabrera suggested he developed the rare heart disease after he received 2 doses of a COVID vaccine.
Ash was very healthy up until 2.5 weeks ago, and he's been vaccinated. I was wondering why he was so healthy, and then when I left him in the hospital, he was fine, and then a couple days later, he's on life support and on ventilation, and his heart's damaged.
He was live on air when Shaka Hislop suffered a medical emergency.
Alyssa Carlson suddenly collapses during the live 7 a.m. broadcast.
Now, Nariman, I looking at after the day, families are pushing the feds to. Sorry, Nariman, I'm not feeling very well right now, and I'm about to.
Okay, well, come back to me right now, and we'll make sure that, Jessica, you are doing okay.
Good bipartisan cooperation and a string of
Jamie Foxx is now reportedly recovering at a physical rehabilitation center.
Specializes in treating patients with stroke and brain injuries.
And every once in a while, I just burst into tears is because I went to hell and back.
Tomorrow morning, Deion Sanders is set to have emergency surgery to fix blood clots in his legs.
Corey Kelly recovering this morning after collapsing in public, reportedly now being treated for blood clots.
They know, why he went into cardiac arrest, doctors, just yet?
No, they don't. He doesn't have any health issues or heart issues in the past.
At just 18,
Lexi went into sudden cardiac arrest. Her doctor still doesn't know why.
Liam had no known health issues.
Didn't really have much symptoms, never really thought anything was wrong.
He didn't have any underlying health issues, anything.
Ebony's had a heart attack and a heart transplant. She's a kid who's never been sick a day in her life.
I opened the paper and I saw this girl had died unexpectedly. A 33-year-old actor, model, artist, and she woke up and died. And they're not sure why.
Teenage hockey player who died on the ice.
Collapsed and died.
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 Died. Died. Died.
Who knows? Young people are dying these days.
8 months, folks. I'll make the same caveat because by tomorrow morning, New York Times, Washington Post, someone's going to write that the High Wire just put out a video claiming that all these people were having these issues because of vaccination. So let me be perfectly clear. We did not, reach out to all the individuals involved in that montage and find out if they had the vaccine. I suppose some of them maybe didn't. And that is not the question I'm asking here. I'm not trying to prove to you vaccines are doing this. What I'm asking once again is, do you ever remember a news cycle, a year, where this many children were having heart attacks, blood clots, widowmakers in teenagers? That's all I'm going to say. Something seems drastically off. Our, all-cause mortality rates in specifically younger people, 18 to about 54, are off the charts, and everyone wants to act like nothing is going on, or as they promised us, the new normal seems to be upon us.